Hello everybody and welcome to another episode of The Sexy Tablespoon.
Did you guys get worried there for a second? Yeah. It's alright. I'm here. Don't worry. I'm here. Nobody stole Levi from me. I would never let that happen. It'll rip your nipple off and keep it in my pocket. Okay, so today we are gonna make vegan shepherd's pie. And we're gonna do kind of like a similar thing that we did when we made the nachos, and we're gonna use these beautiful brown lentils to make the shepherd's pie, like ground cow mix. We're getting rid of the word beef. Bacon,
pork,
ham, any words that are used to describe, the body parts of animals that we like to consume as humans. Anyway, you ready to get started?
Yeah.
And this is Annie. She's a good friend of mine. She's going to be helping us out today in the kitchen.
And I get to eat it.
And you get to eat it.
You want to take this outside?
I got scared a little bit in my sleep.
All right, you guys. So the mise en place for this recipe, for the ground cow mixture, we're going to be using brown lentils. We're also going to cook off a little bit of onion and mushroom to build up that flavor and make it really yummy. Spice-wise, here we have some granulated roasted garlic, some granulated onion, and a little bit of paprika just to build the flavor. And then I'm going to grind these spices up. I have about 1 teaspoon of fenugreek, 1 teaspoon of fennel seeds, and 1 teaspoon of cumin, and a bay leaf. Bay leaf is going to go in with the spices. Okay, also in that mixture, we're going to add a little bit of parsley. You know me, I'm going to throw a big old thing of kale in there.
It's going to be okay. It's going to be really tasty.
And then I'm going to throw in some organic green peas and carrots. Carrots are going to go into the lentil mixture, as well as garlic. Don't forget your garlic. And then to go on top of this, because we're going to make it like shepherd's pie style, we got some 5 pounds of potatoes boiling back there. 5 whole pounds.
That's
we're going to
5
eat it all. That's 5 pounds of potatoes.
That's not 5 pounds.
Every time.
Fight,
Gotta
fight,
sneak
fight,
this in.
Fight. No, just kidding. Don't fight, Mom and Dad.
For the mashed potatoes, you'll need a little bit of almond milk. Make sure that you get the unsweetened kind. So this one is like the 30-calorie almond milk unsweetened. It's perfect for making mashed potatoes. You're also going to need a little bit of garlic for the mashed potatoes. You can either use fresh garlic or you can use this granulated roasted garlic. And then you will need nutritional yeast, probably all of that, and a little bit of salt.
Madame?
Oh, thank you. We're just gonna do a simple dice. I think we learned how to dice an onion last time, didn't we? I think so.
Oh, such knife skills. Look at that chef claw.
All about the chef claw, you guys. It feels really awkward at first, but it's worth it in the long run.
Value of mushrooms.
And then I'm just going to run my knife through these really rough to get them into slightly smaller pieces. It does not have to be pretty or exact at all. But when they're in smaller pieces, we'll get something that's a little bit more like ground cow.
It's such a language change to say that instead of beef and pork and steak.
It is. And now I'm gonna get my pan turned on, get that preheated. As per usual, it's just our seasoned cast iron skillet, and we are gonna water saute all this.
Yeah, I'll chop.
I'm gonna get the spices in. So this is the cumin, fennel seed, and fenugreek, 1 teaspoon of each. And then I'm gonna throw in this bay leaf, the paprika, and then the granulated roasted garlic and onion. That's just to give it a little bit more kick. And then just give that a stir, and then let it sit. I always like to add plenty of carrots because they're real cheap and, they bulk it out. So
And they taste good.
And taste good.
And beta carotene.
And they're loaded with beta carotene and fiber.
Yeah.
They went in there twice.
All right, so our veggies are getting nice and tender. Did you like snort some Coke or something?
What? Okay, I'll stop. Go for it.
So our veggies are nice and tender, so now we're going to add in the lentils. You want to dump those lentils in? Might be too much food for the pan. And if I were cooking another recipe that wasn't like shepherd's pie, that is a very savory, specific dish, I would actually cook these lentils in apple juice. That's one of my favorites. Yeah, just all that water is fine to start.
Okay.
So you're gonna add enough water to cover the lentils, but you're gonna have to keep adding water. So we'll just keep adding water until it's tender, and then the liquid is about as much as we want it to be.
We'll overflow it.
Yeah.
Oops.
We might overflow it. And that'll go on a nice low simmer. Okay, so the 5 pounds of potatoes are done. They're nice and tender when you stick them with a knife. So, what you want to do with the potatoes to prevent them from drying out, because we're going to be making mashed potatoes and we're not going to put butter in them. So they can have a tendency to get kind of dried out because there's no fat added to them. So when you pour your water out, you don't want to let your potatoes steam for too long. You definitely don't want to crush them and let them steam. I'm going to crush them really quickly with just a fork and mash them that way, and then add in almond milk right away.
That's what I said. Oh,
Yeah, don't touch
that
those.
hot potato.
Come on, you don't want to
Oh,
let them
shit.
steam for too long. That's hot too. What are you doing?
Fuck, that is hot.
God.
This is where hot potato originated as a phrase.
I think so, yeah.
Okay, so the lentils are just simmering away, and as he is smashing those potatoes, I am going to add the almond milk. And you're going to need a surprising amount of almond milk. I'd say at least 2 cups. Also important to add now are your seasonings. So your salt, I don't think I mentioned it, but black pepper is really important too. I love lots of black pepper. Love, love, love it.
Amen.
Love, love. Love it, so I'm going to put in plenty. And you'll want to get your chives in there while they're hot so that the potatoes help the chives to release all of their goodness. And I love nice chivy mashed potatoes.
Okay.
Well, still I have a knife behind you. I like a nice chunky mashed potato. But I know other people like nice smooth mashed potatoes. It's totally your call. And then we have a clove of garlic that has been chopped and fairly well smashed in those potatoes as well.
Okay, am I mixing this too
This
now?
is also a really great food for kids. They love it. They love the mashed potatoes. I'm gonna add a little bit of Bragg's liquid aminos.
Okay, this is
this guy.
Can I use this?
Great. Yeah, sure.
Alright.
You can season this as much as you want to, you know. It's totally up to you how salty you want your food. But, you know, it's mashed potatoes. If it's gonna taste like proper mashed potatoes, you're gonna need a fair bit of salt.
Oh, baby.
Let's start with that. And some pepper. Oh my god, that smells really good. I think it needs some more almond milk. Luckily, we have a whole other gallon. I'm gonna put in about another ½ cup. And that nutritional yeast is gonna help it taste a little bit buttery. The almond milk and these nice new potatoes make it taste nice and creamy. So that's probably something else that we should discuss, is what the type of potatoes that you use to make your mashed potatoes. You want to use like a yellow or a red potato, and the fresher the potato, the better. I don't like to use russet potatoes for vegan mashed potatoes because they have a tendency to dry out.
Pretty good. You wanna try? Any?
Duh. Oh, this is terrible. No
It
good
is
at all.
Terrible, yeah.
So a trick that I have to keep our mashed potatoes from drying out, since they don't have oil in them, they're prone to drying out. Make a nice smooth surface so that it has less surface area than if it were rough. And then I put this plate on top.
Uh-huh.
That.
You're a smart woman. Oh, Tabby! Got all the cow steams.
You don't have to do all the dishes. You don't even have to do dishes. You should relax. This is your vacation.
I'm gonna do all your dishes.
Okay.
Okay, so we're pretty much just waiting for the lentils to cook now. They'll probably take like 20-30 minutes. It all depends on the lentil, how humid they were stored, how old they are, all that kinds of stuff. It's not an exact science. So I'm gonna get the kale ready to go in. We will chop it several minutes before we're ready to put it in to let those liver cleansing enzymes develop and become nice and active. These gorgeous lentils are simmering away. They are probably 3/4 of the way done. You'll see that there's still some cook liquid on the bottom there, and that cook liquid is gonna steam up, and that's why we have them covered, so that they'll continue to cook. Because when they're done, we don't want them to be too liquidy. And when they're 3/4 of the way done, I am adding in a little bit of parsley. And usually I would wait a little later, but this parsley is really strong, so I want the flavor to mellow out a little bit. A little bit of green, that looks beautiful. Alright, so these gorgeous lentils are all done, and you can see that most of that cook water has evaporated, so it was perfect timing, I must say. Now I'm gonna add in the kale. Sorry, Levi. And very carefully stir this in since my pan kind of at capacity. And then I will let this kale cook out for just a couple of minutes so that it doesn't taste too kale-like. Screw capacity.
These people get confused.
Okay, and the heat goes off. Okay, smash your face in it. You ate like all of my potatoes!
Oh, I'm sorry. Ask my phone. We have such bad manners. Good.
Alright, let's eat. Thank you guys so much for watching this episode of The Sexy Tablespoon, in which we made this delicious, amazing looking vegan shepherd's pie. If you guys want to have dinner with us, we're gonna be right here, but you're gonna have to head over to my What I Eat in a Day video. If you enjoyed this video, a like would be appreciated. Comment what you want us to cook next week down below, and subscribe if you want to stay up to date with future videos. Okay, thank you. We'll
Bye.
see you guys.
Welcome to behind the scenes of the Sexy Tablespoon with your camera person. Does this make you uncomfortable?
A little bit.
It's kind of jarring, huh?
Yep.
Yeah. It's like behind the scenes on the cooking show, as opposed to like, look at me with all my bowls set up of everything ready to go. Cooking is so simple.
So simple and so easy. I don't know why everybody doesn't do it.
Hello, everybody.
Oh, hold on. Let's see if I can. Hold on, wait. Is my hair okay?
Did I sound too much like her?
A little bit.
He's a diva.
Who?
Petunia.
Oh, yeah, she is. How come I can't see the camera as well?
Because you're standing on the other side.
Do you want to stand on
in
this
front?
side?
Yeah, stand in front of the chopping board by all means. And then you come here and you put your arm there and then you put your arm behind. And action!
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of The Sexy Tablespoon. You gotta keep a straight face,
I can't
dude.
do it. Let's try it again from this side. I'm more natural on this side.
Okay.
There you go. That's how I usually am, right?
Yeah.
Oh, I forgot my nose strip. Damn it. We gotta wait 15
No,
minutes.
absolutely not.
Hello and welcome to The Sexy Tablespoon. Take 17.
Pretty good juggler.
I'm a pretty good juggler. Shit, never mind.
Now I want you to take a big spoonful and eat it.
Like this?
Yeah,
I'm not gonna eat
do
it.
it sexy kind. Do it.
No.
Take a bite, honey. Come on.
With this
funny.
spoon?
Yeah, in slow motion.
That's all you get.
Not quite. I needed a little bit of like eyes
trying to get all
rolling
my-
back in the head, a little
Trying to
bit of
get all
like.
my maybe you can. I'll hold it.
Okay.
Ew. Gross. Come on. Ew. No. I refuse to record any more of that.
Smash your face in the potatoes.